that way too. Doesn't quite have his number though.
Not quite on the bead fully, unfortunately. Kevin gets a little bit further forwards. R8 regroup back down to the compound that they've held for a while now and continue their solid hold on the riverbank. Circle definitely north leaning, but Regnum Kai have been holding this 2-2 split for a while. They like these river splits. They've played quite significantly on them in these sorts of situations, and they played them pretty well in the past. And they're looking to do just the same here. Mormon still alive for E-Arena. Tony K as well, off on that western side. The 2 players left for the team from Thailand as the circle pops.
Towards the west. Still has a lot of water in this one as well, so getting flashbacks over towards Rondo now. Thunder talks with their singular player looking to pump the placement points a little bit with their 18 from their last game. Very obvious someone's in here, at least. Marth again, really not leaving Kevin alone. Despite asking multiple times, Prestige gets an off angle on it and will pick him up. As the circle moves further towards that western side, Regnum Kaya get more and more of the advantage here. But I think that both Silas as well as Zedwolf know they need to have a very, very strong hold towards the south side, because this is the position that's going to allow them to take on R8 when they do eventually try and move in. But with E-Arena still around this area, that's what Silas as well as Zedwolf are definitely most worried about.
Orangutan, last player in the drink. Been hiding out for a while. Almost cost Loxy his life to try and pick that point up. See how much longer they can survive. R8 making that western push, the real big maneuver that has to happen here. The question is when. The question is, what do they need to get in place to feel confident enough to go for this push? Ida pushed off that rooftop now. They have to keep marching forwards, regroup onto the tower, and go from there. Regnum Kaya yet to really fully chime in with force. AJ being a bit of a thorn in the side here. You see, I think as soon as AJ goes down, if Zedwolf can find those shots with the Mini 14, I think that's when Regnum Kai can really start to leverage this.
All right, moving out, but Wild immediately finds the first shots on that one, which is a good pickup. Looking behind him as well. I mean, very, very good awareness on this one, but minimal ammo to work with. No nades. Realistically here, Orangutan still holding strong. R8 just about get themselves in a position to start sending nades, but Wild evades every single one of them. M79 out of the smokes now as E-Arena looks to move across. How was he not down? Goodness me.
Oh dear, Tony K takes a lot of damage as well, and it is going to be maintained on that south edge. Regnum Kaya now playing with 2 on that south side. Don't go down as well. A knock there would have been really nasty for them, but they keep it going. Loxy, close to Marth, close to Ida, close to Prestige. Orangutan still just with their solo representative as well. Just clinging on there. On the off angle, down under the bridge. Playing down in the dark. Wild somehow doesn't go down to that nade. It felt like I went off right in his ear. And Prestige strikes out towards the south side. And Silas is going to fall. Zedwolf now needs to pick him back up as Marth continues to move on over. Spots a leg, spots 2, and clocks the shot. Able to take down Loxy. Regnum Kaya faltering on their hold now. They play too timid, Blank. They haven't been allowed to do what they wanted here. And Wild needs to stay alive but can't. Another nade. And there's Amori finding the shots onto Silas. Zedwolf now the last to stand. Will give it a good go, but it's not going to be enough. Falls out and will go down. Regnum Kaya eliminated in 4th.
I can't believe Regnum Kaya loses there. I mean, they did everything they needed to do, which was to take out E-Arena, clear some space on that side, and then push over towards R8. But R8 have really been putting on a clinic during this game. Very fantastic play from inside of box compound, never straying too far away from their safety. When it came down to it, this has been a really, really good hold in terms of playing from one position to the next. Marth, oh my goodness me. I think he'll give his life for it, but you don't really care.
My goodness me, what a stylish way to close that down. R8, they were on the warpath in Rondo and they wanted more, a bigger slice of the PMGC pie. That is a massive game for R8. They held the box compound and nobody could deal with it.
That is some silly stuff. I mean, I think I've seen Moth do that twice this game, by the way. But you don't expect it in those final moments. You really do not expect it in these final moments. What a way to finish the game. And Orangutan, once again, gets some decent placement points.
R8 putting Mina on the map right there. That is what I'm talking about. That finish, by the way. Oh my gosh. Marth onto AJ. That was one of the most disgusting ways to end a match. These guys are not messing around here, Max.
I can just hear Marth on that push, just like, YOLO! Just like, let's send it. Let's try and get that. And it actually worked out. They get rid of AJ. They're like, wait, there's still someone alive. And it was Aru from Orangutan. But R8, given a free tick into the late game by playing box compound, they were able to hold on to their resources. But the flex out at the late game, Niptura, that we were super hype about, of Amori to get the off angle onto Rengnam Karya. R8 coming out swinging here in PMGC in the first 2 games alone. I'm nice. Genuinely so impressed.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with them as well. I love that Rengnam played that really well. 2-2 split either side of the river. They were going against 2 different teams at the same time to minimize both of those teams' control. But Amori was like, not on my watch, bro. Going around to the north side, getting that angle and just demolishing Rengnam after that really set the tone for the game. And they were just able to just bulldoze through that after all.
Dude, R8, I mean, starting off strong in Rondo. They had 5 elims to start things off and then just would continue to put up points. They win the second game. They are off to the best start they could possibly ask for, right? Now, speaking of starts, Max, man, you know, this match started exactly as we thought it was, right? What a ridiculous fight once again, right? We just see APG, right? Just going at it with GS right off the rip in military. What do you think about that, Max?
You're trying to make me angry right now, Hodrux, because it's working. Just to tell you, it is definitely working.
It's crazy.
Yeah, GS versus APG, it's an ego fight we're seeing between these 2 teams. It's completely unnecessary. We talked about it. Military Island, it's big enough for 2 teams. And look, in comparison, you can look at GK, right? They don't fight in Novo. Yep. They're instantly in the circle, going for great third party onto Wolves and Dig Xavier on the northern position. And then you have GS team and APG constantly fighting, clutch after clutch. Really good fight from Jafar at the end, by the way, but completely unnecessary. But you know what? I'm going to talk about something that makes me happy. And it's this R8 win. You know that? I can talk about positively because Amori, the off angle, sure, maybe it doesn't show itself through his elims. He only got 1, but the angles were so impactful for them to wrap up this chicken dinner.
Yeah, it's the damage that really makes this, and the knockouts as well. And also look at Marth. It's very similar to what we saw in the last game as well, right? 67 damage taken for 894 damage is insane. So I wouldn't doubt that we're going to see him MVP.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be good to see here. But, yep, look, this is what we love to see right here. Oh, my gosh. At first, we thought that Top was clutching it up with that double shotgun, right? Woo. And then Jafar just cleaning it up right there. And you can just see the frustration and talk amongst all these players here, Max.
Okay, genuine question for you guys. Are they going to stop the hot drop?
Well, you control the bridge, you could gatekeep and get points, or just head back to a position. So, I mean, R8 not hesitating there. I think it paid off dividends for them here in Niptura.
It really did, and it's one of those things of, like, you know, zone prediction and trying to figure out where the zone's going to go next. And we do see a lot of zones over on that bridge specifically. So really heads up play from them to try and take advantage of that and go, listen, it's either going to go straight up to the north, because we've often seen zones up there, or it's going to stay on this bridge. And they were really right with their prediction there. It turned out very well, and it worked in their favor. That was a big Elan game for them.
Look at that. 20 points
20.
for RA.
Woo!
These guys are feeling great right here. Tons of great fights in this one, too. As a matter of fact, we look a little bit down on the leaderboards there, right? We saw the Wolves, right? They had a great push onto D Xavier. I was honestly shocked that we saw GK push all the way out there and actually make that third party max. What do you think about that fight?
It was all down to SafG, really. SafG, I think it was actually a 250, 300 meter third party from a distance between Wolves and Xavier. It's like, well, I got an easy angle there. It's so flat around the compound. I'm instantly going to take it up. And when he gets the knocks, they regroup, send it forward, and get a really good cleanup. It was down to just a solo, I believe, on both sides between SafG and Dorian. And luckily enough, SafG wins it. But I like to see GK being this opportunistic in these third-party opportunities. So keep it up, because right now, Mina, they're coming out swinging, not just R8, but GK too. And I want to see more of that moving forward.
Yeah, I want to see more of that as well. I want to see more of that last play that we saw from Marth. Oh my goodness. If you guys could, we were in the back, right? And when I saw that zone shift there, I thought we were going to see AJ possibly clean things up, make a crazy last stand fight. But